next day after class, our group met again. Of course, the guardian outside my door was as vigilant as ever. They came in through the veranda. It appeared that it never occurred to anyone that the ladylike would do something like that.
今日は一日冒険についての真実と学校がいかに横暴かを解いて回ったわ。気分は山上の水君といったところね。
What kind of response did you get?
みんな熱心に聞いてくれたわよ。
I see, that's good.
私たちの守備も上々でした。何しろ本人が言っているわけだからね。これは説得力あるわよ。
こっちも北帝様の妹さんではない方が珍しく真面目だったものだから、みんな鳩が豆鉄砲って顔だったわ。
これを機に普段から真面目になったらどうですか？
たまにだからありがたみがあるんじゃない。
誰もありがたがってなんていないと思うけど。
まあまあ、そんなことよりあんたの方はどうだったの？
意外そうにしながらもちゃんと聞いてくれました。
意外そうか。そんなに疑わしく思っているのかしらね、マサヤくんのこと。
そういうことではなくて、私が紅バラ会の怪盗だから。
ああ、そういうこと。まあそうよね。敵に塩を送るみたいな話だもの。
こちらも似たような反応でした。ですから私言ってやったんです。そんな勝利には何の意味もないって。血と汗と涙をお互いに流してこそ勝負の結果にも価値が生まれてくるのです。ああ、県大会での大将戦は燃えました。
Oh, jeez, is she talking about her past failure? That's interesting. Kanami-chan's eyes sparkled, or perhaps glittered, as she thought of it. Did the people you talked to react well?
ええ、きちんと説明したらその通りとうなずいていたみたいです。私もです。なぎなたを振り回しながら気合を入れて演説した甲斐がありました。
それは怯えただけじゃないの
？Even so, it sounded like the reactions were mostly positive.
ただ、私としてもちょっと意外だったのだけど、元から結構な騒ぎになっていたみたい。
A commotion over my expulsion and the school's unreasonableness?
ええ。何が意外なものですか？あら、タミエさん。分かってます、分かってます。これでしょ？
Tami-san pressed a finger to her lips.
タミエったらよく分かったわね。私たちが集合していること。彩香様ったら私の一面をお忘れ？なるほどね。リセさん、別に意外ということはないんじゃない？
Tammy pulled out a newspaper as she spoke. Ah, that's right. It's already in the newspaper.
当然よ。だって大事件ですもの。
I've been in my room all this time, so I didn't know. Can I see it?
もちろん。
I took a quick glance through. Sorry. Expulsion crisis, huh?
総力取材したんだもの。今回の報道は一大センセーションを巻き起こしているわ。
He just took a picture of the living room. Not living room. I mean the office. Sorry, I thought of it like it was like a house in my mind, but it's the office. This is where the headmistress's office, of course. But I get the idea why. But I just thought it was kind of funny, you know.
まあ報道部もすごいとは思うのだけど。 私が言いたいのは、記事の元となった事実がなぜ生徒たちに衝撃をもたらしたかということなの。というと？だって最初からその事実に興味がないのであれば、みんな見向きもしないでしょうから。
でもやっぱり気になるんじゃない？生徒が退学処分で学校側も乱暴で。
普通はそうだと思うわ。でもここは万世ヌだから。
そうね、良くも悪くも従順な子羊のようなのがフィウドラ・バンセンヌの特徴だし。
In other words, Vincennes' tradition would be to accept my expulsion without comment. Maybe that headmistress had expected that. Maybe that's why she came down so hard on me.
確かに意外な反応ではありましたね。
Ritsuka-chan nodded in agreement.
では一体どういうことかしら。それはやっぱり。それはやっぱり。
The three of them spoke up at once, and after a polite discussion of the order, it was Konomi-chan who spoke first.
マサヤ様の魔力のせいではないかと。
Oh, come on, man.
一文字違いで魅力ではないかと。
魔力とか魅力とか、二人ってほんとそれが好きね。
Although, to be fair, sorcery and charm is kind of, like, more exciting and, like, you know, fantasy-esque than in what is real life, which is hormones and stuff.
ないでしょうか？
ないなんて言わないけど。
でもそれなら支持率がもうちょっとあっても良さそうなものだけど。それもそうでした。私はこのこともまたバンセンヌにもたらされた変化の表れだと思うのよ。
マサヤくんが来たことによる？
ええ、私が言いたいのは、それはみんなにとって内在的なものであったということなの。ねえ、科学の授業で色素トロピーって習ったわよね。
Oh, I never heard of that, and I studied chemistry. I never heard of it before, and Konomi-chan seemed confused too, so Risa-san explained.
日本語で言えば病変性。その名の通り、揺らしたりすることで状態が変化するの。
Oh, that's interesting.
もので言えば油性ペンキやボールペン、あとはケチャップやマヨネーズやヨーグルト、どれも揺らせば液状になるわ。でも放っておくとそのうち固まってしまう、そういうもののこと。
I get what you're talking about, but what about it?
バンセンヌの人たちの多くは固まっていた状態にあると私は思うのよ。でもそれは決して高級的なものではなくて、適切な刺激さえあれば状態も変わる。その刺激というのがあなただと私は思っています。
なるほどね。確かにマサヤくんの存在は刺激的だもんね。
I don't think that's what she meant.
特に引き締まった裸とかね。
I'm positive that's not what she meant.
こんな時になんですけど、私はこういう展開を望んでいたのよね。これで私たちが勝利できるなら、これ以上はない展開ではなくて。
でも本当に勝てるかな。校長先生がどう出るか。
Sorry about that.
まあそこはもうやってみるしかないわね。そうそう、私ここに来る前に校長室に乗り込んだのよ。どうだったの？
Tammy-san quickly produced her trinity.
まあなかなか手強かったわね。
聞き
きましたよ。何かいろいろと解いて回っているそうですね。校則に違反して叱責されておきながら、すぐまた学園の平穏と安寧を乱す。嘆かわしいことです。
Oh shit, I was about to press next. I had a feeling that the sentence wasn't done, but that was such a long pause.
気分は電動ですわ、校長先生。
バカなことを。リセ、あなたは確かに少しエキセントリックな子でした。その風変わりなところがまた周囲の称賛と羨望を集めていたようですが、堕落したものですね。まあ男子と触れ合っていればそれも当然ですか。
お言葉ですけど校長先生、万世能を卒業すれば誰しも異性と触れ合う機会があるんです。卒業後はみんな堕落ですか？
へりくつはいいのです。それで何の用ですか？
明日ボートを開催させていただきたく思います。
は？ボート？
ボートは生徒の権利です。違いますか？
違いませんが、一体何の投票をしようというのです？
今回のマサヤさん追放の是非について。
意図はわかります。しかしボートの結果がどうであろうと学校の決定が覆ることはありませんよ。
そうでしょうか。
当然です。学校運営のすべてが生徒の意向を通していますか？そうではないでしょう。
けれど世論のうねりは個々の集合でありながらその合計を超えています。
それがどうしたというのです？
世論の大きなうねりは時に学校組織という巨大なものをも飲み込むことがあるかもしれないということです。
まあやってみることです。ええ、確かにボートは生徒の権利。それは我が校の伝統なのだから。
なかなか頭にくる言い草じゃないこと。ますますファイトに火がつくというものだわ。そうだね。とにかくやるしかないよね。ええ。
But what would the students have to say? That was something we just have to find out? Or we just have to find out, I would say. Sorry if I made it sound like it was a question then a period, so I apologize for that line read. Today was the day I was set to be expelled. Oh shit, this is where things get really good, I would say. I mean, if I remember from Lost Pause's gameplay, so if it happens here, I could extend it to 30 minutes. I mean, of course I did say I was going to play this game in an hour and 30 minutes because I'm now by myself. Unlike, say, at my uncle's house where I play for an hour, but we'll see what happens. So I'll just go, because this gameplay is either going to be an hour and 30 or an hour, depending on if I'm motivated, I would say. So yeah. As planned, the vote began after class. The headmistress had insisted that I leave the moment classes ended, but out of the kindness of her heart, she let me stay to see the result. Oh, sweet. That's what saved it.
まあ、ボートの結果がどうであれ、君の方向処分には何の影響も与えませんが。
The headmistress spoke the words without emotion.
ところで、準備は済んでいるのでしょうね。
Preparations for what?
決まっています。方向に際してのです。
Oh no, not especially. It's actually, oh no, not especially. Not like, oh no, you get what I'm saying. Fuck. Sorry, trying to work my line read, you know?
望みを捨てていないということですか？構いませんが、知りませんよ。慌てることになっても。
All that I had meant, of course, was that I had almost no personal belongings to prepare. Of course, that didn't mean that I wasn't also hoping. I'm actually really hoping. While I was moving to the gym, I heard the reports from the others. According to them, their activities today and yesterday have had a big effect. I wonder how it'll turn out.
こうして教師が見守るボートは異例なんですよ。
Really?
ボートは学生自治の象徴ですから。
I see.
この後の開票にも教師が立ち会います。校長先生に言われてしまったので。
Sister Mishima murmured the second half. Risa-san had said that the headmistress showed no interest in the results of the vote, but perhaps she was concerned after all.
本来選挙管理はアソシアシオンの大事なお仕事です。それを教師が肩代わりするような真似は本当異例なことですよ。
Well, we wouldn't want to see any fraud. An uncertain smile showed on Sister Mishima's features. She had mentioned before that she was a Vincent S. Illumina. Seeing the school take such oppressive measures against the students must have been hard for her. The votes would soon be tallied and the results would be announced at 7 o'clock. That was 3 hours from now. The lines were already out the door. Each girl presented her student card, took a piece of paper, filled it out, then placed it in the central voting box. There were 3 choices. They could be in favor of my expulsion, against, or no option, or no opinion.
どうなるのかな結局。
Yes, what will happen?
今から独り言を言うわね、マサヤくん。
What?
私としてはせめて1学期の最後まではと思っているわ。
Oh, that's nice. I bowed to her silently. The time came to present the results, and I returned to the gym with a Gardain escort. I was wondering if this whole thing took place in the day or the night, because like I remember this whole incident happened at night, and I was like, why is it daylight? But okay, there you go. So I am approaching that thing that's about to happen. There was already a crowd of people there.
マサヤさん。
Hey.
リセ、おこのぎマサヤは書類の上ではすでに部外者です。話しかけたりしないように。
まるで安息日は病の人を癒してはいけない
Oh,
といったような口ぶりですね。友人が今目の前にいるのですよ。私はそんな書類のことなんか気にしません。
まあいいでしょう。結果の確認までは校長先生も認めていることだ。
With a detached manner, the Gardain stepped away from me. My friends gathered around me instead.
どうだったのかな。
We looked up at the podium with a mixture of expectation and anxiety. The Red Rose Society would tally the votes at the suggestion of the White Lily Society, and the Student Council President would read the results.
ねえ、今回のどちらでもないという表についてなのだけど。
A fierce expression suddenly appeared on Risa-san's features.
リツコはどう思う？
What do you mean?
マサヤさん、通常ボートにどちらでもないなんていうものはないの。だってそれは当然よね。白か黒かを決めるのが投票なのだから、そんなアンケートみたいな項目を設けても意味はないわ。
あ、そうだったんだ。私もまだよく知らないから。じゃあ今回に限ってってなんで？
それは本人に聞けばいいわ。え？ねえ、美月さん。
At some point, Mitsuki-san had arrived, standing shakily behind Chiho. It had been a long time since I'd seen her. Did she always look this depressed? That was my first impression of her. It seemed Chiho was surprised to see her haggard expression too.
あなたの考えを聞かせて。第三の選択肢を強硬に主張したのは美月さんだわ。時間もないことだから私も黙って降りたけど、一体どういうつもりだったの？
Mitsuki-san didn't answer. She just looked down, her expression tense.
最初は私も不思議に思うばかりだった。でも後からもしかしたらと思うことがあって、もし私の思う通りだとしたら、私あなたのこと。
There was tension in the atmosphere. Everyone watched Risa-san closely.
ねえ、美月さん、答えてよ。
She grabbed her shoulders and shook her. It was then that the chatter in the hall grew louder.
マリカが出てきたわよ。
Risa-san released her, but the resentment still hung in her expression. I wonder what's going on with Risa-san. 3 options. I didn't know what that meant exactly, but Risa-san was certainly angry about it. Mitsuki-san was definitely acting strange too. Her hands were tightly clasped and she wouldn't meet my eyes. She wasn't her usual haughty self. She seemed small, insignificant, almost transparent.
ねえ、番宣ヌって今何人だったかしら。
後期と中期を合わせて463人。
Ruriko-san took the microphone and walked up to the podium.
結果を発表します。賛成票74票。
As I heard those words, my breath caught in my throat. Did that mean there was an overwhelming majority against?
反対票92票。
Oh shit. What?
どちらでもないの票は297票でした。以上です。
Yeah, I knew the majority was no opinion, but I mean, it was kind of unfortunate that the against is like more than the for, you know? Damn, that's hard.
やっぱりね。
Risa-san's shoulders began to tremble. She closed in on Mitsuki-san once again. To be fair, wouldn't it be even worse if it was just only 2 options and it would turn out that most of them are against than for? Because at least with the no opinion, it makes it like everything just up in the air, you know? So I don't know, like wouldn't this be a far more better outcome to listen to than like a majority against and a minority for, you know? I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it.
いくらみんなが私たちの話を聞いてくれたとはいえ、たったの2日ではやっぱり限界があるわ。どちらでもないなんていう逃げ道があれば、大多数はそちらに流れるに決まっているじゃない。ねえ美月さん、今の結果を聞いた？否決の方が確かに多かったのよ。だったら白か黒かであれば否決が上回ったはずじゃない。
Risa-san's manner gradually became more tense, and those around her watched on in fear. Oh wait, being against expulsion? Okay, so maybe did I make a mistake? I thought I guess him staying was 74 and the... yeah, I could have maybe messed it up, or maybe I was right beforehand, but either way, you could just take my opinion with a grain of salt, I would say, but, like, you get what I'm saying, though, that's what I'm saying, so ignore the miscommunication on my part, I would say.
ねえ、答えてよ美月さん。あなたはそんなにマサヤさんを追い出したいの？それともそんなに私のやることに反対したいの？ねえ、答えて。うるさい。
Oh, jeez. She slapped Risa-san's hand away with an audible noise. The whole room froze. Oh, I thought it was on her face. Jeez.
私のしたいようにするだけなんだから、あなたなんか関係ないわ。
Risa-san was about to follow her, but someone moved to block her way.
どこに行こうというのです？
校長先生。
今回のボートの発案者はあなたですよ。最後まで責任を持ちなさい。
方向には反対という票の方が上回りましたけど。
Oh, okay. So, I guess okay. So yeah. I said the wrong thing on my part. Yeah, 94 were against him being expelled. I thought 94 against him staying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I was right on that. But like what I'm trying to say is that what if a majority were to vote for expulsion if you present only two options? I don't know. That's just my thought. Maybe you could say majority would have been against expulsion because they would want him to be here for more time and so then they could vote on him staying or leaving in the first semester kind of thing, you know? Yeah, so you get what I'm saying. So, my mistake. Sorry.
バカおっしゃい。最大多数は何でしたか？もっともボートの結果がどうであろうと処分に変わりはないというのは前もって伝えていた通りです。さあ、おこのぎまさやを連れ出してください。
はい。
The guardian closed in on me.
待ってください。
待った。
Oh, they're gonna be they're gonna say they're dropping out of the school.
待ってください。
You guys! One by one, they raced to my side. Konomi-chan tripped on the way. Ritsuko-chan kept her distance at first, watching them. Apologies if I skipped. I know that she was sighing, but of course she's not really saying any dialogue, so it's alright. But then she nodded firmly, stepped forward, and joined her place in the ring.
リツコ、あなたまで一体何を？
私は一度決めたことを変えるのが嫌なだけだわ、母さん。
The guardian looked toward the headmistress as if to ask her what to do. The headmistress didn't seem to notice their gaze. She just looked dumbfounded. What is it? Suddenly I heard a cry. It came from the entrance to the room. The students parted like waves. The three people walked through the path they formed. Oh, it's them. It's the guys. I think it's either her father or her boyfriend to be married, something like that. Here, look at this.
どうしたの？
Yeah, I knew it.
私の両親です。それとあの人は私のルリコさんの？
Your soon to be married husband or fiance, I would say.
お見合いの相手です。
Yeah. Ryuka-san's parents and her former fiance walked toward us.
どういうことでしょう、神柳様。我が子は父君の対応でさえ一定のスペース以外お断り申し上げております。それが赤の他人まで連れてこんなところまで。看過できませんね。
That was the headmistress for you. Even in the face of her greatest supporter, her love of decorum went straight to her bones.
いや、申し訳ない。彼がどうしてもというので。
Her father had an imposing appearance, yet he hunched over and bowed humbly.
どうしてもなんだというのです。
見合いがご破産になった原因をこの目で見たいというのでね。
原因。
The headmistress glanced at me and let out a sigh.
あとせめて1時間お待ちくださればいくらでも見られましたのに。
どういうことです？
このおこのぎまさや氏はすでに我が校とは何の関係もない人物です。今この場にいるのは特例です。
She was suddenly affixing my name with a formal she. She really did have a mean streak.
おお、それは素早い対応ですな。
Ryuka-san's father studied my face intently. There was a depth to his gaze. I got the feeling he was someone who might listen to me.
ほら、
He spoke to the man next to him.
彼がそのルリコのボーイフレンドだよ。気が済んだかね。
Oh jeez.
栄太郎君、どうした？肩が震えているようだが。
気が済むか。
え、
His sudden shout filled the room.
どうしたね、栄太郎君。そう騒ぐものではない。
こらルリコ。
And by the way, this whole thing, like his father and her parents and this fiance coming in is actually just literally what saves him. If they didn't show up, then like, you know, he would have been expelled immediately and none of this would be happening. But it's like God's mysterious ways of helping Masaya out, I would say.
僕を断るなんて一体どういうつもりなんだ。
He quickly strode up to Ryuka-san. I blocked his path reflexively.
なんだよお前、邪魔するな。
Calm down.
うるさい。
Whoa. He tugged at my hair with all of his might.
ルリコ、なんで僕を振った。なんで僕を断った。なんで僕のなんで僕の思い通りにならないんだ。好きだったのに、裏切り者、この裏切り者。
His body was slender, but he was surprisingly strong. This bastard came here to attack Ryuka-san.
やめなさい。
ズリア。
Oh, jeez. Ryuka-san's father took an elbow to the jaw and stumbled back a few steps. This guy's an asshole, Jesus.
逃げなさい、ルリコ。この男は。
リコ。嘘だ。ルリコは僕と結婚するんだ。そうだろ。
Ow. Hey, cut it out already. I was finally getting mad, so I gave him a hard shove. At the same time, I tripped him, sending him falling on his backside.
No.
He looked up at me, legs spread. His precisely styled hair was now in disarray, and he looked rather pitiful. I heard everything you said. Just what the hell is wrong with you? My scalp throbbed with pain, but it was his words that enraged me. Why the hell are you so selfish? Don't you even care how Ryuka-san feels?
でも前まではルリコだって楽しそうだったんだよ。
楽しいわけではなかったのですが。
結婚だって納得していたみたいだった。それなのにそれなのに
それは
Ryuka-san just didn't entirely understand what marriage meant. You went out that many times and you still didn't get that.
なんだと。
If you didn't get it, then maybe it's because you weren't really looking at her. You never looked at her because you spent so much time looking at yourself. The only thing you care about is getting things to go your way. That's why she dumped you.
違う。お前のせいで。
He looked like he was going to leap at me again. I readied myself for the lunge. But...
いい加減にしてください。
Her voice was cold in a way that I had never heard from her before. Etero was halfway to his feet when he froze. Her words seemed to pierce through him. Then Ryuka-san strode forward to stand beside me and took my hand tightly. I could see that her shoulders were shaking. Being forceful like this was clearly something that took all of her effort. I squeezed her hand tightly.
あなたはこれまで人生で何もかも全て思い通りになったのかもしれません。でも私の気持ちは決してそうはならないのです。なぜなら
Man, they really made this guy such a pathetic asshole. Jesus.
私の心は私のものだから。
Like, he's even far worse than Ken from Titanic, that's for sure. Oh, no, it's not Ken, it's Cal, sorry. I was thinking Ken from Barbie. That's why the name, just was mixed in my head. Didn't watch the Barbie movie, by the way. I just know that the Ken is the name of the Barbie figure, like from Toy Story 3. But I remember, yeah, he's like more pitiful than Cal from Titanic. That's what I meant to say. Though he clasped his hands over his ears like a spoiled child, he definitely heard Ryuka-san's words. His hands dropped, his expression loosened, and he slumped down even more pathetically than before. Then he started bawling. He's also a pussy as well. Jeez, they made him such a lowly pussy, wow. Whoa.
連れ出してください。
了解です。
The Guardian dragged him out mercilessly, and his wailing voice proceeded into the distance.
驚いたな。今の今まで見どころのある青年だとばかり思っていたのに、好青年ぶりはまるきり演技だったのか。
お父様、大丈夫ですか？
ああ、うん。なんてことはない。
よかった。
ルリコ、すまんな。今回はパパの見る目がなかったようだ。ともあれ、断って本当によかった。あんなのが神谷家の婿、いやルリコの伴侶になっていたかと思うとゾッとする。
Watching him now, I realize that he really was thinking of his daughter's happiness.
かし君。
He stroked his struck jaw and examined me again.
例の特待留学生というのが君なんだろう？
Yes.
校長先生、
何でしょ
ルリコの退学の条件ですがな、あれ取り消します。
う？は？
いやはや、なかなかのナイスガイではないですか。これなら何もやめさせることもない。
The headmistress's face in that moment was really something to see. A mix of shock, a mix of shock, confusion, and anger. She knew she was dealing with her greatest supporter, yet she glared at him with such an expression that I actually felt worried for her.
しかしですね、おこのぎまさやの方向はもう決まったことで、今さら何を？
まだ彼はここにいる。取り消せばいいではないですか。いや、これで丸く収まりましたな。
待ってください。せっかくの機会だというのに。
はあ、機会とは。
今だわリサさん、みんなに。みんな、もう一度ボートをやり直すわ。今度こそははいかいいえで。マサヤさんを方向にしたいという人を挙げて。じゃあ方向に反対の人。
Everyone present raised their hands. I felt a warm emotion spreading in my chest.
君、人望もあるようじゃないか。ルリコの相手として君の方がよほどふさわしいな。
お父様ったら。
だがそういうつもりなのだろう。今だって手をつないでいるではないか。
これは。
Ruriko-san blushed quickly and released my hand.
校長先生、ご覧になりましたよね、この結果を。圧倒的大多数でマサヤさんの方向は否決されましたわ。
わかりました。
It was the first time I had ever seen the headmistress so disheartened. But it has nothing to... Oh,
ボ
sorry.
ートは関係ありませんよ。あくまで状況が変わっただけです。
Sorry about that. Of course, she was still as abrasive as ever. And so, in the end, I safely avoided expulsion. Nice. Cheers. We all gathered in the White Lily Society room to celebrate our victory. The table was covered in drinks and sweets we had bought from the school store. Man, I'm so glad. For a minute there, I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
本当よね。頼みの綱のボートも最初は微妙な結果だったし。
リセ、まだ気にしているの？美月のこと。まあいいじゃない。結果オーライということで、今は飲んで歌って騒ぎましょ。
そうですね。歌わないし騒がないわよ。
言葉のあやでしょ。この子は本当にもう。
リセ様、美月様は紅バラ会の中心人物ですので。
結局その話 続けるの？
ただ気がかりなことは解消しないと、こうして飲んで食べていても楽しめないかもしれないから。
ま、それもそうか。で、あんたの意見は？
美月様は紅バラ会として必要なことをしただけという見方もできます。ええ、そうね。ただ私、やり方に納得できないのよ。美月さんは本来もっとフェアな人だわ。それがあんな、確かに私も感情的になったのは認めるけど。
A sad smile appeared on Risa-san's features.
彼女とは一番の仲良しだったから。私、美月さんは誰かの考えであんなことをしているようにしか思えないのよね。
誰かって誰？それはもちろんマリカでしょう。あの子の一名はシェフ・ド・コールだわ。
あ、そっか。でもマリカ様はそれこそ正々堂々としていらっしゃって、中期の間でも大人気というか、まさしく雲の上の人ですよ。うん、それは私も分かってるんだけど。
But she couldn't accept it.
へえ、雲の上か。じゃあ私は？
彩香様は特にベルエピーヌのお姉さんということくらいしか。
やっぱりね。
Personally, I think you're every bit as beautiful as Marika-san.
あら、お上手。嬉しいわ。じゃあご褒美にポッキン口で食べさせてあげる。
Oh no, don't do that. As she spoke, she picked up one of the rod-like chocolate treats and held it towards my mouth.
姉さんったら何やってるのよ。
A hand reached out from beside her and the poking disappeared into Ritsuko's mouth instead.
まあ、美月さんのことはそれくらいにしましょうか。
Risa-san smiled again. The atmosphere in the room relaxed. She must be extra sensitive to it because they were such good friends.
改めて乾杯。では私はお先に。
あら、どうしたのよ。
私は紅バラ会の会頭です。今回の結果に個人的には納得していますが、それはそれ。マサヤ様の残留を祝うことは立場上どうかと思うから。
本当にお堅いわね。この場には私たちしかいないじゃない。
人の目がなくても。いえ、では失礼します。
Oh shit, I accidentally pressed delete, sorry. That's actually good to know, so if you press the delete button, you could just see the pictures with no text. Not like I'm gonna ever do it or anything, but you know. You just stuffed her food in her mouth just to leave. Okay. Kanomi-chan, her cheeks stuffed with candy, darted her eyes around the room before running off.
ルリコ様が羨ましいわ。え、何か？ううん、何でも。
Huh. Even if there are no eyes watching, wonder if she's talking about Tami-san.
いいえ、きっと神が見ていらっしゃるとでも続けようとしたんでしょうよ。
Oh, interesting. Ah.
まったくクリスチャンでもないくせに。 それにしてもさっきの君かっこよかったぞ。
Ayaka-san poked at my cheek. I've never heard anyone at Vincent S say way cool before.
どうでもいいところに反応するのね。
私も感心したわよ。さすがはマサヤさんって思ったわ。
It's nothing.
動きも早かったもんね。周りにガルディエンヌが何人もいて誰も反応できなかったんだから。
Well, I was just the closest one there. The closest one there.
またまた謙遜しちゃって。ルリコのお父様だって感心していたじゃない。ね
え。Sorry. Despite being mentioned in the conversation, Ruriko-san continued staring out into space.
どうかした？そういえばさっきから一言も喋っていないみたいだけど。
Her face is bright red. You don't think there was alcohol mixed in with the drinks. Oh shit.
学校にそんなの売ってないわよ。ルリコさん、体調でも悪いの
？She finally looked towards us. Such a delayed reaction was definitely strange.
赤い顔でぼーっとしているから熱でもあるかと思ったんだけど、大丈夫？いえ、大丈夫です。先ほどのことを思い出していただけですので。ああ、なんだ、そういうことか。
Ruriko-san placed a hand on her cheek and sighed. It must have been scary having him advance on you like that. Just a minute, going to the bathroom.
私、とうとう恋という感情を知ったみたいです。
Jeez. At least he's not here, so they won't like fight over him or anything.
恋っていうと、なるほどね。またライバル出現ってわけね。
You don't have to worry about that. She's kind of a minor character, even though this is with happiness where you can go out with her, but it's like minimal compared to the main girls.
ライバル？誰のことを言ってるんですか？
とぼけなくてもいいじゃない。今はこの場には私たちだけしかいないんだから。
神か。
またまた。ま、いいけどね。マサヤくんは私、年上好きだと思うな。
どうですかね。やっぱり同い年っていうか幼馴染が一番じゃないかと。
一番って言い切るじゃない。そりゃあなた出会いは一番早いのかもしれないけど、何もバーゲンセールじゃないんだから。
バーゲンセール？私とマサヤの仲はそんなんじゃ。
じゃあどんな仲？幼馴染ってどういう関係ですか？
Well, it's the thing that happens in anime. Sometimes they can get together, so it's pretty close.
それは小さい頃お医者さんごっこをしたような仲というか。
Oh, jeez.
本当にそれ。
Yeah, if you guys probably would know what that means. I don't know if maybe some of you guys probably know what that means, but if true, then oh god. Can't really comment on that, really.
すみません、嘘です。
Oh, thank god.
男女に分かれないでいい頃、一緒に生徒に入ったくらいです。
Oh, jeez. That's still pretty bad.
それでもなかなかやるじゃない。
バンセンヌに連れてきたのは私だわ。だからだからと言われても困るけど、 つまり、そう、マサヤさんは一番私を頼りにしているはずなのよ。まあ距離の近さでは一番ではなくて、そうかな。いずれにしろ私は両親に公認してもらいましたから。公認ってあのね、ルリコさん、マサヤさんにそのつもりはなくてよ。それはそうかもしれませんが。
Aw, she's pissed too. I'm back. Damn it. It would have been better if he wasn't back. For some reason, the atmosphere felt very heavy. What happened? Did you all have a fight?
あなたのせいよ。
Huh?
あんたのせい。マサヤさんのせいです。
Aw, damn.
君のせいでね。
Huh? But I wasn't even here.
むしろいなかったからあんな話に発展したんだわ。
I couldn't help but think that they were all acting pretty unreasonable. Oh well, at least it ended that way, instead of them, like, tearing him from limb from limb, that kind of thing. But yeah, so it goes.
第11話夏の記憶チャプター1。
I love how it's like chapter 10, it's like French, I guess. So it's a summer chapter, and it has its own little thing. Interesting. So yeah, that's it. You know, a lot longer than usual, but honestly it was well deserved considering I stayed away from this series quite a long time. I apologize for that, but because I was focusing on Banjo-Kazooie and everything, but since I'm not done with that, now I can focus on this. And of course, once I come back home, then I'll also this is gonna be the only gameplay I focus on besides doing SLG parts, so it's gonna be like the usual, just like last year. So I think it was well warranted to make it over an hour and 30, and we actually finished the chapter in just this one gameplay. First time this ever happened, because usually it's like in chunks of it, but maybe this chapter was not that long, so that could be it. But yeah, so I would say look forward to more Princess Evangile. Hang on, yeah, we gotta replace this one. Would you like to overwrite? Yes. So yeah, this turned out great. I would say look forward to more, but like, you know, along with SLG parts, and so yeah, that's about it. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.